Cancer, how you doing? Welcome to your solar flare reading and how it's going to affect your monthly reading. If you haven't seen your monthly reading, I will have it linked around my head at some point. You can go and have a look at that. And we're just seeing, because the sun did a solar flare the other day and it came through on the earth, and we're just seeing what sort of petals, what part of your life it may be affecting more than others. And it's just a nuance on the energies. It's just a way to understand how the Astroflower can really help you get sort of real precisions on how you engage in life and get the best out of life for you. As I said, it was a solar flare, and that solar flare is to do with air and fire energies. Now, like your counterpart Capricorn, you have that crossing point. Here it is, I'll bring it up now. You have that crossing point, which is just under petal 10, which is the mutable air from Gemini, and the fixed air from Leo, which is underneath the surface here. This is how you convert all your dreams into reality and pull them into the everyday life. There's also a section down on this petal here as well, petal 5, which is about how you connect your past to your future. So I think it's going to affect you more emotionally than physically. Okay, that mutable energy coming in from Gemini is a bit of sort of, it helps you to see how things work and how you go about putting one thing in place in order to go to a next thing, and then putting the next thing in place. It's a process, it's a map that Gemini is helping you to do. And it's a mental map as well, as mentally how you engage. But it's got to be, you've got to be a little bit flexible with it. There's not cut and dry, there's no hardness, it's not like a fixed thing, because the fixed fire, that comes in from the Leo. Now the Leo is all honourable, it's all about being a knight in shining armour, being about that sort of thing. Very good at creating finances as well, but it does come in from your emotional side. And I think here as well is that you want your passions to be moral, to be noble in the way you do it, and it's really engaged in a very, I do this, and it's a very fixing. That is very cut and dry. That makes me happy, that doesn't, so I'm not going to do that. And I think this is helping you to understand that a lot more. The victory within you is definitely bringing up to a stage where you can actually, spread your love in the way of relationships more than anything else. But from the past, now since you've taken a direction below that, you've got the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull a couple of cards as well, because it goes across the earth, so it does purify it a little bit. It slows it all down and everything like that, and gives you a bit more of an understanding. And that's what the wonder of the 6 of Wands is all about for you. In the center of the energy, you've got the Ace of Cups and the King of Pentacles. This is beautiful unison energy for you. This is really you standing in your power and learning about how it actually works, which is fantastic for you, because that's what this month is all about. Purifying your thoughts more than anything else. Okay, and then we're going to look on the other side of how it affects you financially. On the other side, you've got the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So there's something that you need to let go of, a dream, I think you realise within you that you need to let go of. And that changes a lot of things. A lot of things, it's got to be said, with that mutable air. And it brings you up to the Moon and to the 9 of Wands. And this is where, with the Moon and the 9 of Wands, you're discovering those healthy boundaries that are within you that you didn't really know about in your financial world. And it allows you to say no to a few things because you want to keep your eye on the goal, because you're starting afresh. You're creating something new that is within you. Okay, so let's just see here. So what's the connection between the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Wands? Judgment. And 5 of Pentacles. There's certain things you're letting go of, and I think that's what that's all about. I think you're allowing things to go off into the cold because you've realised your calling more than anything else. And this calling is bringing you success. It's helping you to experience and to explore and expand your emotions a lot more. So it's building up into you where you're feeling, yeah, I'd like to do this, I'd like to do that, I'd like to, I'd like to meet these people, I'd like to go out there. And I think that's where you've got to start moving on and doing that, and actually doing it. The thing is above that, and how it comes out in total fruition, you have the Chariot card and the Five of Swords. So in this, it's coming in quickly, but the only thing that's going to hold you back is you getting involved in situations that are not worth winning. They're not worth creating. They're not even worth engaging with. And we can see this because the connecting cards between the two, you get the Six of Wands again, which is definite success within your life, and the Nine of Wands again. And I think this purification for you and your relationship side in here is recognizing the success and using those healthy boundaries to stop yourself getting involved in situations that didn't really help you out. You know what I mean? And so I think you're going to start recognizing that this weekend, about how it's best to get the best out of life, so you enjoy life a lot more and you can engage in it a lot more. On the financial side, you get, with the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords, you get the King of Wands and the Page of Swords. I talked about Capricorn earlier on. Capricorn got exactly the same cards. Very weird. But, you know, you are, here is, you know, when you let go of something, it's going to really empower you. Because you're going to feel like it's like oxygen that's coming into your life, and you're sort of saying, now I can do what I want to do. But you've got to learn, and that's where you've got to learn with the mutable energy from Gemini coming into your flower. You've got to learn how to be a little bit more flexible. Do not get rigid ideas into you. Get rigid ideas of what you want to happen for you in your life, but not in regards to you know, how people are on the outside. That's where you've got to be a little bit more flexible. That's where you've got to use your mental skill to turn things into your favor. The moment you do, then you'll start seeing those healthy boundaries, and it's going to bring up those emotions that you didn't realize you had. And I think those emotions are your strength, actually. And you being able to sort of say, no, I don't want to do this. I want to do that. I'm going to do that. And that's where you shed this whole sort of carrying of the world upon your shoulders, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So yes, there you go, Cancer. Thank you very much for being with us. I'm also going to do some readings on the conjunctions of the planets during February. There's quite a few, so, and see how that affects you, and also about the solar energies that are coming in this direction and how it affects your monthly reading as well. Yes, so, you know, thank you very much for being here. I hope you get the best out of that. There's loads of links in the description below where you can book up private readings with myself. There's also our sister channel, Somatic TV, all about energy. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.